Need a microphone, don't you, if you're going to speak? Oops, my bad. Hello, g'day, hello, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Like I always say, it is very much appreciated. Just had a few technical difficulties there. I shall explain why. First of all, my boys won the weekend. Freo, we played away. We were away against, oh my stars, who were we away against? I know why I can't remember it, because I couldn't watch it. North Melbourne, of course, yes. And we were behind almost 30 points at half time. Came back to win by 26 points. So great start to the season. We are 5th on the ladder. Just do not ask me about my tipping, because my tipping is shocking. Absolutely 100% shocking. So to I've been looking everywhere for bottle brush. Trust me. I just don't think I possibly think we don't have it where I live. I don't know. I could be wrong. So g'day, hello, and welcome. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Pat. Hello, Nevaeh. Jamie, appearance for the record. Me, good evening. Awesome. Palmerston. Okay, I'll see if I can get to Palmerston. It's a long way from where I live, but I'll give it a go. But yes. Anyway, hello. So yes, the boys won. Now, some of the more astute about you will notice a change in the studio. A wee bit. We have switched from that end of the room to this end of the room. We've had a bit of a fix up. We've got the Japanese peace lily now on display, as well as my very good friend Mini Chuck. Not Mini Chuck, Mini Chuck. Mini Chuck and Mini Chuck are with their mother back in Australia. Rick Cruz says, do the Maori dance. You don't spell Maori like that, or you don't spell Maori like that. That's just a Maori. And I also can do the haka. I'll refer you to my channel, and you will see a video of me performing the haka at graduation from Police College. Peace Lily's doing very, very, very well. Very, very well. Very happy with it. So I put up a video last night. Oh, that was it. So I'll explain why it took so long to come online. StreamYards. So last week I did a stream with Eddie Gannon, the wonderful Eddie Gannon. If any of you don't know him, I'll find his link in a moment. But it was Patrick's Day last Sunday, so we went live. I think we went live after the bingo, or we went live. I can't remember. And we just played lots and lots of videos of Irish, Father Ted, lots of Irish songs. Did all that. YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, didn't like it. I said, you play too many videos. Too many videos that weren't yours. So we're going to put you in jail for a week. So I ended up a week in YouTube jail. Couldn't post. Couldn't post a video. Couldn't even do a community post. Couldn't do a live. And they, on StreamYards, they took my channel away. So when I came to do StreamYards, set up the StreamYards today, all the videos that I have, because I normally do the my mama said I can be anything I want to. I want to be a unicorn. That's been taken away. So I don't know. I can't explain it. So I just had to very quickly find all the videos that I normally have and put them up for the introduction. So hence why it took me a few minutes to go live. Nevertheless, here I am, and we are going to play CC Bingo. Now, what's interesting about CC? Well, nothing's interesting about CC, really, but he hasn't posted a video for 2 weeks, which is very, very strange for CC. He likes to have his opinion. So what I've had to do is dive deep into the vault that is my hard drive and find some old, get the mouse going, find some old CC videos. And I have lost them again. No. Ah, here we go. Finally. So, if everybody has their bingo card ready, I've got mine somewhere. There it is. If it's a card you've used before, then please untick all of the crosses. It gives you a nice, clean CC bingo card. And what we'll do now, I've got to get used, because I'm used to looking over there. Now I'm looking over here. So just let me get my bearings straight. Right, we are sharing. Right, so let's pick a video. How long's this one? Properties. Let me just check this one. Oh, here we go.
Good morning, good evening.
Hang on, shut up, Chris. Shut up. Right. Let's do that. There we go. You're not playing bingo. Everybody wants to play bingo. Right. Hopefully you've all got your bingo cards ready. Here we go.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12/1/22. We're right in the thick of it, this silly season. You know when that is, right? That's when Santa Claus visits your house and comes and gives them Christmas gifts. And yeah, I almost lost it yesterday. Everybody wanted to see the Christmas tree lighting. Biden, I have a question for you, Biden. Since you want to go electric, don't you think cutting down an 80-foot tree is something we shouldn't be doing? I don't think we should be doing that. That's harming our environment. Bastards. These people are going to be pumping it down your throat for years now. They're making so much money with this stupid nonsense. It's unbelievable. But meanwhile, we have people out with millions of people out there with leaf blowers, blowing leaves, wasting gas, blowing out. Are there any on the leaf blowers? Let me ask you a question. Do they have any type of emissions? No. They stink up the whole fucking block. You see how ironic and bullshit this nonsense is that this administration has put about?
All right, it's talking about politics here, so I might just skip forward a little bit. But CC, the emissions that a petrol leaf blower puts out is absolutely negligible, beyond negligible to the ozone layer. It's negligible, absolutely 100% negligible. Right, so we're going to skip past politics because we don't do politics.
True is landing somebody on the moon.
No, here we go.
Missed
that one.
That's right.
Here we go.
So bad as true is landing somebody on the moon. Okay. To get back into Artemis, we have in the flat Earth community have some problems with Artemis.
What a surprise.
And let's just start off with the construction of the rocket. It looks like a joke anyway, but it's very
Chris, I've said this to you. Simon Dan has said this to you. Creaky Blinder said this to you. In fact, everybody said this to you. Just because it looks fake doesn't mean it is.
Dynamic, isn't it? Now remember, aerodynamic is just for the atmosphere of Earth. Okay, that's all that's the purpose is. Because once you're in space, you might as well be in a fucking Borg ship. It doesn't matter. Okay, aerodynamics don't take effect in space. But before we get into space, let's talk about getting to space. All right.
I'm absolutely no expert. Far from it. I could do some research very quickly on this, but I'm pretty certain that aerodynamics does have some impact in space. I don't know. I mean, the space station's not very aerodynamic, but that copes traveling at, 17,000 kilometers an hour. I don't know. Does he have a point there? Does aerodynamics have a place in space?
This is an interesting point.
You're not wrong.
NASA likes to arch over in all of their launches. Because it's a dome up there, but see, I got started already. They like to arch over and claim they like to loop around the Earth to build up speed to shoot off into space.
Correct.
We have a problem with that.
Because you don't think the Earth's round?
The GoPro rocket that was launched, first off, went straight up. But the problem is the fact that it just stopped. Okay? Whether that was the dome or some...
The infamous rocket that went straight up and then stopped. Yes, because it ran out of fuel. Because the rocket was about this big. Somebody sent it up with the cameras on. It got to a certain height. It stopped, ran out of fuel. And it also threw out the parachute to help bring it down. That's when it stopped. Research, Chris. Research.
Sort of barrier up there. I have no fucking idea.
Right. Any swear word or I don't know. I'll give you I don't know for that.
All right. But my point is it stopped. So anything with a rocket...
Because it ran out of fuel.
At some point stops. It doesn't go anywhere. So what is the point of arching? So that dismisses arching and going around the fucking spinning wet ball and off into space. That's all bullshit.
Spinning wet ball. Everybody should have that. Oh, I haven't got any swear word. Damn it.
Just by watching that one video of the GoPro rocket, of having a real rocket, an amateur rocket, granted, go off into space. I mean, not 73 miles up. That's not space, by the way. Okay, 73.
Well, yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's low Earth orbit, which is classed as space. And yes, you do get your wings after 72 miles for being an astronaut. Do they also think do they think the moon is also flat? Serious question. No. The moon's not flat. No. The moon's not real. It's a hologram. It's a projection. No. just bear with me 1 second. I just need to do. In fact, let's bring me back up. Just need to do one quick thing. Just need to grab this over here. Probably pop that out and just okay, I can just about read that. Might take those off. And let's bring this back and do that. Right, there we go. Lud says aerodynamics has no effect in space. Thanks, Lud. I was a bit curious about that one. Space vehicles are essentially constructed of super heavy duty aluminium foil assembled into monocoque fuselages. You like the cap? Takes me back. Takes me back. I used to wear a flat cap back in the day when I was a kid. I was talking about this the other day. And yeah, when I was 18, 19, I used to wear a proper flat cap and with a wax jacket. I don't think you Americans know what a wax jacket is. I think I'm getting a cold. Yeah. Oh, no. Shit, I think I'm getting a cold. But I saw this on Temu. Somebody got me onto Temu, and I bought quite a few things. Monocoque, thank you. This is pretty cool. I'm just going to move this a little bit. Hang on a sec. Oops, is that my camera? Where's my camera? Oops, sorry about that. And yes, so got an invite to Temu, and all of your first items were ridiculously reduced. So I just bought a handful of crap, but this is one of them, and I personally love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. Love it. Cheese cutter. Don't buy cheese cutters. They break. Cheese cutters break. So, but in all seriousness, thank you for answering that question. I wasn't sure. I didn't think it would, because there's no resistance. So you could send us like a starfish up there, and it would still move because there's no resistance. Am I roughly on the right path there? I don't know. Hang on a second, I need to move that. Pop that there. I need to move that, and I need to move that. A guitar string is a better cheese cutter than a cheese cutter is. That is not the most stupidest phrase I've ever heard. Exactly, no dynamic drag. Thank you. Oh, geez, I am sort of kind of a little bit clever. Yeah, I bought 3 cheese cutters now from work, and they've all just shit themselves. So I just stick to a knife. That's what I do. The look is evocative. Oh, evocative. Oh, I like that word. Of McLaughlin in The Informant. Let me play CC a little bit more, listen to his nonsense, and I shall research that. McLaughlin.
3 miles up and stops. So whatever has a rocket on it, again, there's a barrier. Okay. Now, let's say, for argumental sake, we do live on a spinning wet ball,
which we do,
and and going around the spinning wet ball actually gets you off into space. Then what happens? All of a sudden, you just hit the bleeding part of space. The first fucking thing your ship's gonna do is stop. It's not gonna continuously go because rockets don't work in fucking space.
How do you
There's
know
no
that, Chris?
atmosphere. You can't make a flame in space.
Correct. Oh, some call flat caps cheese. Oh, okay. Let me just. All right, go back to that. It's not the informant. I think it's called the informer. Would that be right? Yeah. That's me. It's called The Informer. Looks like a good film. I'll watch that. Yeah, it's funny. I like it. Cool. What did he just say? He said something absolutely stupid.
Oh, because rockets don't work in fucking space. There's no atmosphere. You can't make a flame in space.
You don't need to make a flame. You don't need to make a flame. You just need to use propulsion, I believe. Isn't it? Lutz seems to be a bit of an expert, but don't you just use propulsion? So don't you burst a bit of energy and that gives you that movement? I don't know. I think I'm seriously getting a cold. Uh-oh. I wonder if I should call in sick. Now I'll be right. Right, where were we? How are we doing with the bingo card? I'm not doing very well at all. What did I give you? I don't. Was it? I gave you. I don't know. I've got. I'm not 100% sure. So if you've got that, I'm going to give you that because I've got it. So I'm gonna take that. Okay, let's carry on. Ooh. Somebody keeps bing bonging me. Who's bing bonging me? Sorry, this might actually be an actual call. Oh no. Sorry, I just got an email about my tippings. I don't want to open that email. I love opening emails, but not that one. Didn't do very well. All right, let's carry on.
All right. I can't believe people still believe this shit, and they don't understand that none of this exists. Everything is bullshit. Okay, so let's say you're able to move in space in a rocket, okay, that in the vacuum of space, and manage to have a flame and be propelled.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't. Oh God. What are the three components of a flame? Source, fuel, No, hang on. Ignition, fuel, and oxygen. That's the three components of a flame. If there's no oxygen in space, then you can't have a flame. I must write that down. Flame in space. Components of fire. I'm pretty sure to have a fire or a flame in space, you need oxygen, a fuel source, and an ignition. While you could get propulsive energy by venting gas, the engines do burn. Energy is a function of the square velocity. Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Yeah, that's the one. Was all right? And I've just done a fire extinguisher course. I should know this shit, but I think the big word there is oxygen. You need oxygen. Don't believe there's any oxygen in space. Yes, I've got something right for a change.
What are you pushing against? All right, submarines push against the pressure of the water. Okay, that's how they're able to turn.
And spaceships, rockets, whatever you want to call them, push against the vacuum of space. They push against nothing. Because nothing's there, you can push it. Oh, gold.
But when you're in space, there is no pressure. You're in a vacuum. You're in nothing. There's no way of turning. Your rocket would spin like a fucking bottle top in space. If the rocket could even be lit. It would just spin around like this.
Hang on, look, you blow my mind here. Oxygen and hydrogen are the two most common gases in space. Why do astronauts wear oxygen masks? No. Why do they have to breathe oxygen? Oh, because if they just took their helmets off, the vacuum, the pressure. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got it. I'm being stupid. All right, carry on.
Would do. How do you brake? What thrusters have enough power and enough fuel to brake a rocket? How do you stop? How do you maneuver this thing? Okay? And also, let me ask you another question. Since this was an unmanned ship, the Artemis,
Correct.
how are they able to even control this fucking thing by remote with 280,000 miles away? You remember your little remote control car? Yeah.
Really? Really? Sorry, I just need to adjust a little something here. What have I done here? What have I done? Shivers. Oh, phew, that was close. I thought I broke something then. But there isn't enough of either to make an atmospheric pressure. It's not fucking rocket science, is it? But it's not rocket surgery. Ay, caramba.
That little buggy that you had, that little thing, if you went away like 100 feet, lost connection.
Yeah, because that's you because you're working on, what is it, 2.4 gigahertz? What does Tim say? This is the video CC should do. No sound out of his mouth. Oh, no. You're only operating a remote control, and I think a lot of things like drones and remote controls, they only run 2.4 gigahertz. Sending a spaceship, or sending a rocket, a module, a spaceship, whatever you want to call it, around Earth, you're going to have a different frequency.
If you have your drone up too far, lost connection, but yet we have the technology to have the power to control something that's 268,000 miles away, just like the buggies on the moon. Yes, on Mars. Yes, we are able to control those through the radio waves. Now remember, the radio waves are going through the atmosphere, through the Van Allen belt. Okay, yes, the Van Allen belt is poisonous, and they've been trying to figure out how to get past that barrier for years. What? Wait a minute. What did we do in 1969? Where did we go? Did we go through the Van Allen belt?
Yes.
Like 6, 7 times?
Yes.
No problem?
Yes.
Yeah, all the astronauts are alive, aren't they? Alive and kicking. So, stopping in space is like being or ice. All right, let's talk about ice for a minute. You're in a car and you're on a lake and it's all ice. Okay, and you have no traction. You know, you've got none of those snow things on your tires. You just have regular tires,
snow chains,
and you travel, and you brake, and the car it doesn't stop. Okay, what's going to stop that car? Okay, gravity, right? But gravity doesn't exist. All right.
Oh. That's got to be on the card. I definitely put that on the card. Oh, I know that gravity doesn't exist. It's definitely on a card somewhere. So well done if you've got that. I don't want to look at the tipping results. Thank you very much.
But my point is, you would just slide on that ice, and that's exactly what you would do in space. There's no way of stopping anything in space, slowing it down, turning it, maneuvering it. It's impossible. You can't do that in space.
Again, Chris, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Just because you don't understand it or think it's fake or you can't comprehend it doesn't mean it's not real. It happens. Oy. Nevaeh, he is constantly in space. See this thing here? The cranium inside there. It's empty. Thank you, Lud. Backing me up on that one. Lud, I'd love to have you up. In fact, Lud, I would love, thinking about it, the new segment. Thank you for reminding me, by the way. The new segment of this channel is going to be Conspiracy Chats with Chuck. Conspiracy Chats with Chuck. And I would love to have you up on it's not going to be a podcast. I've worked out that podcasts can't use visuals. So I'm going to create a segment called Conspiracy Chats with Chuck. And I would love for you to come up and talk about the stuff you're talking about. It's not my field of expertise. In fact, I don't think I have a field of expertise other than police work. Well, you need to get them. Don't worry about a video. Don't worry about a camera. Not worried about that. But definitely, I would love to have you up on one of the first conspiracy chats with Chuck. I've got to write that down because I've just made that up. Why does this go flat so quickly? All right, let's play this again.
And if you can, prove to me. Give me a fucking equation. Write down an equation that figures out that how you stop in space, how you turn and maneuver a spacecraft in space. How is it possible? Tell me how a fucking rocket works in space. Okay, because we've already done the vacuum.
Okay, so the thing is with Chris, is if I did some Googling and found an equation right here, right now, because there is obviously an equation to help rockets stop in space, but it would be a huge equation. It would be a massive, long, confusing. I'm getting a cold. Fuck. It would be a massive, long, confusing equation. And he would go, I don't understand it. Therefore, it doesn't exist. Fuck. I have a voice for a silent film. Well, yeah, well, I've got a great face for radio, but here I am.
Shit. All right? The vacuum stuff proves it right there. You can't even fly a helicopter, for Christ's sake, if there's no air. You can't light a rocket off without air. You need oxygen.
What's helicopters got to do with anything? Why would a rocket stop in space? Exactly. What have helicopters got to do with anything? Oh.
You know, wake the fuck up.
Oh. That is definitely on the bingo card. Wake up. Wake the F up, or wake up, people. I will also give you air. Air has to be contained. I know he actually hasn't said that physically, but that's what he's alluding to. So you can have that. There we go. Right.
I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. I'm making a part of your life.
CC, the only reason I'm freaking subbed to you, dude, is because you're an idiot. Let's put that one in there. All right, let's try this one. Please don't allow this guy to teach in any schools for any age. Oh, heavens, no. No.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
I remember this one. I made a video on this. The fact that he looked... I've got to take that off for a wee minute. It's a bit hot in here. Or is it me? No, it's not me. It's definitely hot in here. I remember this. I think he'd been on holiday, and he got a bit of a tan. I did make a video on this because I think the video before this, he was looking a bit disheveled, but look at him. He's got tan. He's had a bit of a trim. An excellent example of how rockets work. The Newtonian force aspect can be found on the Periscope film channels. The Army training film for the 57. Oops. I think Chuck's getting a cold. Oh boy. Shit. Smelling like a bugger. Yeah, I remember this one. Because I think the video before this one was 2 weeks previous, and he was looking a bit disheveled. But yeah, look at him now. Woo! Chris, looking good, man. Hawaiian shirt, got tan, got trim. Look at you go.
It's 8:30:23, and I people.
What does he have to be so precise with the time? It's 8:30 and 23 seconds. That's really impressive. You don't need to be that precise.
Well, they're still not getting it. You know what I mean? All right, Adelia, is that the storm that's down in Florida that's falling apart? Whatever I think it's a Cat 2 now, or whatever it may be. And I'll get into Hawaii in a minute. I got to dance around that part because of Google.
What's Google got to do with Hawaii? I do remember this. I made a video on this. This is funny.
They're still not getting it. The only thing that is moving is in the sky. You're standing still.
Correct. We are standing still. Chris actually said something. Oh, this is a long time ago. Sorry. What did he say? 8:30 in your language. 8:30 in your language this is the end of August last year. Don't panic, Pat. There's not a storm in Florida. This video was from a long time ago. I'm getting a cold.
The Weather Channel shows a hurricane that is floating over land and can predict it 4 or 5 days away.
Correct.
But you're standing still. The earth is still stationary.
I see where it's going. People do stand still because of our old friend gravity. But the earth is rotating, and so is the atmosphere. And so are the clouds within the atmosphere. They also rotate. Hurricanes, cyclones, all that sort of stuff can be predicted. I know this firsthand from when I used to work at Woodside Energy back in Perth. I used to work. Not how can I explain it? I used to run the emergency room when a cyclone hit off the north end of Australia. The Met guys, we actually employed Met people to come in and predict where this cyclone was going in case we needed to evacuate Karratha or the oil rigs or the gas rigs. So yes, they are predictable. You can predict where they're going. Oy, 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 oy.
You're not going anywhere. Okay? Look at the Weather Channel. What is the only thing that's moving? Above the land. That's what's moving. Nothing else. The land is still.
Because it's a computer prediction. Oh my God, I've just worked this out. Chris, if a weather person on their big green screen had America and the clouds moving over it, but if it had the projection of America moving then it would eventually get round to Russia. Who wants to know how many people in America want to know the weather in Russia? That's why they keep America still, because you're concentrating on America.
Underneath those clouds, it's not moving. You're not moving. Nobody's moving. How can a car melt?
Oh,
okay.
I did this.
Made of aluminum.
Aluminium. Sorry, Chris. Sorry to split hairs, but aluminium.
Especially the engine block.
Engine block's made of cast iron. Well, it used to be made of cast iron. I don't know what it's made of these days.
That's made of aluminum. You know what the burning point of aluminum is? 1,200 fucking degrees.
That is correct. However,
okay. So you're telling me a grass fire, a wildfire, is going to burn a car and incinerate it, and nothing else around it is burnt. It's just like the remember the firestorm out in California. Yeah, I did a video on that too. I don't know how many videos ago. Did a video on that. Across the street, the trees are intact, everything's nice. This car is totally charred. You know, doesn't make any sense.
Just because it doesn't make any sense, Chris, doesn't mean that it's not real. Should have put that in. Absolutely 100% correct, Chris. Pat, and I don't think it's in this book. No, it's not in this book. I found some facts about the burning point of petrol, or gasoline, as you guys like to call it. Thank you. The burning point for petrol, I think, at its highest point is 200. I'm just going from memory here, so don't shoot me down. Burning point of petrol with without a flame was something like 200 and something degrees. With a flame, it's like minus something. So if petrol gets too hot, it'll explode. At a normal rate with a flame, it'll explode. So it's got nothing to do with aluminium. It's what causes the explosion or the burning of the car is due to the petrol. I'm definitely getting a cold.
No, it doesn't. The new variant has now hit New York City. That's right.
Whoa.
It's here.
Blah 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 blah
and they're
blah
pumping
blah
out the shots
blah
too.
blah blah blah.
You saw that they always had that typewriter going, and they were now. Whatever happened to that typewriter that was in the background? You remember that?
Sorry, it talks about. In fact, that reminds me. I must text my boss and tell him I've got a cold.
They always had that typewriter going, and they were recording videos. I'm at my country club. I don't want to fuck around over here.
I love that comment. I'm at my country club. I don't want to fuck around. Basically, what he's saying is, I don't want people to see me being an absolute freaking idiot. Flash point or flame point of, but heat of burn is much higher depending on available oxygen. Exactly. If the magnesium lights up, it's going to get hot. Never a true statement said.
And you would hear it. I mean, I miss that. I miss the typewriter in the background on 1010 Wins. They took it out. I guess because of time. Because this generation doesn't even know what a typewriter is. They don't even know what fucking commercials are.
I always found this statement a little bit weird. Thank you, Lud. I'll read this out just for you. Aluminum, brackets, aluminium, burns too. That's correct. The F-tards just don't get basic physics like 8th grade level. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. A kryptonite Moore's blow. Moore's as in Moore's or? Ooh, that's interesting. I think I've seen you before. Yes, I have seen you before. Thank you for joining. Oh, fuck, I'm getting a cold.
They don't know shit.
Because the pot can't call the kettle black.
Okay. All right.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna hold myself for a second here. Oh, man. It's just so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Oh.
So they're reporting about the new variant now in New York City, and they're expecting you to get another shot. You know, it's funny because the flu shot years ago, you know, wouldn't work. You know, people would get the flu shot, they would get the flu, and then they would get sick again because the flu shot that they got isn't the same strand that's out there. So what's the point of getting the shot? It never made any sense to me at all. I think it's the simplest way to dance around it. So hopefully everything will be all right. It's just, I mean, I can't believe I'm living in the time that I'm living in right now. You know, I'm really happy to witness all of this. Yeah, I mean, I never thought I would see any of this. I mean, a presidency just collapsing. At
Goodness
point.
Gracious, stop bouncing between topics.
Trump being indicted for
blah, blah,
a
blah.
fucking game.
Blah,
Okay.
blah. Don't do politics.
Anyway.
Is that the super chicken?
I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. It's August 30th. The blue moon is going to be the closest to Earth as possible, apparently to the scientists, when they don't realize there is no such thing as space.
Oh. Right, I will give you, the chat's blowing up, and I love it. Love the chat blowing up. Right, I will give you, space is fake, space doesn't exist, space. Oh, we had stationary flat plane as well, I heard that. But shit, I gotta blow my nose again. I'm definitely getting a cold. So I'll give you space is fake or space doesn't exist. You can take that. What's this? Hello, Super Chicken. I grew up around military bases, flares all the time. If one lands, site lit up, someone got there to make sure there wasn't a fire. As for the moops, yes. Kryptonite, I seriously apologize, or I have sympathy for your feelings. Trust me. Try orange juice. Oh yeah, someone told me about that. There's a particular type of orange juice. It's got, oh God, what was it? It tastes disgusting, but it does kind of work. Oh, Kryptonite, you and I should talk a lot more because I've got a lot of videos on the Moors, and hopefully Swindle Hoodwink. Hopefully Swindle and Facts and Frauds and all those people. Jeez, we blow those fucking idiots apart. Which brings me on to Moneyman 777. Brings me on to another topic that I need to talk about. I am getting so much of a cold. Technically, space doesn't exist is kind of true. To exist, something has to be something, and space is mostly nothing. Well, okay, that is true. I've been following you since the beginning. I follow. Oh, you can have that, my friend. You can have that. Try hot lemonade with a splash of gin or whiskey, optional. Space. I see what you're saying, but space is space. I have been following you since marriage to that fine lady, and I was hoping that fine lady would be here today, but she's not very well. She's not very well. Spoke to her yesterday, and she's not too flash. So I was hoping she would be here today, but she's not too flash. So, my darling wife Virgo, please get better soon. Please. I say the lemonade is optional. Kryptonite is my kind of guy. I'm having so much fun. This is awesome. Love this. Anyway, back to the bingo. What am I clicking? This one.
We're stationary, covered possibly with a dome or something.
Oh, you can have that one. That's definitely in there. Right, the Earth is stationary. Oh, that was it. It was. Keep going with. It was cinnamon and honey, something in this orange juice. It was tasted like shit, but it's pretty good. Right. So the Earth is stationary, covered with a dome. You can definitely have that. What else have I got? In fact, I should look at the list. I should actually look at my list and see what's in there. Right, stationary flat plane, covered with a dome, not spinning. Space doesn't exist. You can have all of those. We haven't covered that yet. We haven't. Oh, doesn't make sense to me. You can have that. It's a lie. You can have that. It's all bullshit. Any swear word, you can have that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't understand. There's quite a few there. There's quite a few. Somebody must be close. I'm 2 away. Oh, hot toddy. Oh, coffee with a dash of whiskey. Mm. No, that's not a hot toddy. Hot toddy is hot milk with a dash of whiskey. That's what a hot toddy is. Space is kind of weird, but also isn't. It's just couple double cam. Yeah, so a hot toddy, is it hot toddy or hot toddy? I always thought it was a hot toddy. I honestly thought it was a hot toddy. Is hot milk with whiskey, and that'll cure you. No orange juice. You can skip the lemon, just boil it. It'll knock you out, but you feel better. I dilute my orange juice with vodka. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I love this. I love this. Right, how long will we be going? An hour. We'll give this another 25 minutes, and then which brings me back to another point. We'll finish this video and then remind me about the Late Late Chuck show. Not sure if it's spelled right. We're going to finish this video and then remind me about the Late Late Chuck show.
Thing. We're contained. We're a contained unit. Whether it being a dome, whether it being straight, it doesn't matter. You know, we're a contained unit here.
Shh.
Okay.
Yeah, but
we're covered with.
Hang on, surely, Chris. Flat Earth matters. Seriously, make your mind up. Is it flat? Is it cover the dome? Is it not flat? Not cover the dome? Is it a dome? Not. Make your fucking mind up. Seriously. Seriously.
Something.
Super Chicken, too soon. At the end of the video. Remind me.
Okay. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for reviewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
Okay.
Ooh. Good morning. Good evening.
Chris, shut the fuck up. Oh, hello. Who's buzzing me? Right. Watched. Now, paid demonstrators. We can get rid of that one. Strawman 56. Get rid of that one. Oh, it's only 2 minutes long. Forget that one. My phone is blowing up. How long is this one? Oh, 9 minutes. Here we go. Right. So does he have a house / apartment? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. He lives in Westchester County, New York. And he has a balcony which is kind of elevated. So I think he lives in an apartment. We haven't seen Mrs. Cece for a while. Yeah, I don't know. I can just feel my phone blowing up. I just need to check this. Sorry, guys. Oh, God. You arsehole. Okay. That's my friend texted me about the tipping. Okay. Kryptonite, wonderful to have you here. Beautiful. Thank you for stopping by, and please read your daughter a beautiful bedtime story. Also, can you send me an email? chuckchasesthefacts@gmail.com. chuckchasesthefacts@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you further about the Moors, and which is also another conspiracy, and which would fit in beautifully with Conspiracy Chats with Chuck. I've got to write that down. I keep saying it, but I've got to write it down. Conspiracy Chats with Chuck. And you will potentially be one of the first people to be on the new segment of the show. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're going to have a great time. Trust me. Trust me. Your wife got a new frying pan. Hey, stop it. Stop it. But seriously, Kryptonite, we're going to have a great time. Like I said, read your kid a beautiful story and send her to sleep. Right. Why are you all bagging me about the frying pan? Get over it, people. Just because I'm fucking bald. Actually, I've got to cut my hair today. It's too long. Yes, a cast iron frying pan. Yes, it is. Wow, so many haters. Right. I'm 2 away from bingo. Oh, Lord. That's horrendous. Oh, my stars. Tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, the tale of theft and murder. Mind you, thinking back, when you look at most sort of fairy tales and stories, it is full of either... No, I can't say that word. But fairy tales are not that pleasant. Well, yeah, I know it is. I know, but you can't just spell it out like that. Oh, shit. My wife can't be here to give you shit, so I am. Thank you. So, once again, welcome, Super Chicken, aka Virgo Triad, aka my on-screen wife. I did say earlier that she's not very well, so she can't be here. And do you know what? Thank goodness she's not. Oh, truth. Right. Next video. Here we go. I'm 2 away.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. So July 7th, 23.
Right. The reason I've gone off screen is I just need to send a couple of text messages, but I'm still listening, okay?
It's almost August. It's almost the end of summer already. This is the middle. Anyway, look, I want to get into a couple of things. Obviously, I'm in Brookfield, Connecticut. When
hang on, why is it obvious you're in Brookfield, Connecticut? Why is that obvious? Can we tell by the background, that building in the background? Oh, that building in the background is definitely the only building that exists in Brookfield, Connecticut. Why is that obvious?
Working, I'm taken to places that I'll never visit, never go to. So I just, out of curiosity, I always bring up the app. Find out how many blue dots are in the area. And then as you can see, there's one right on top of me of where randomly I am. But I get that with everything, I mean, everywhere I go, there's 10 or 15 other ones, that are there, that have downloaded the app. Okay. I'll put the link, of course, if you want to take a look at it. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, which I can't understand why you haven't. A couple of things I want to. It's a Friday. Okay, I like to give you a think about it Friday. And here
I know you're not Virgo, but you're a representative, so you are Super Chicken, aka Virgo, aka on-screen wife.
Notice there's a road here. It's like Central Avenue in New York, where I live in Westchester County, and basically it's like a strip mall. It's got, not a strip mall. It's got stores all up and down, and of course it's got the fast food shit. Okay, fast food restaurants. You know what that is? Yeah, I like to consider that as dog food. Okay. That's processed shit that you eat.
Dog food is processed food, because dogs can tolerate that shit. We can't. Oh my God.
That'll make you fat and craving for more. It's crap, garbage. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. There's a Chick-fil-A apparently is very well known, and I had to look this up, in Connecticut. We don't have one. I don't know if we do in New York. Okay. There's a McDonald's right here. All your favorite fast food junk. There's a McDonald's right here. There's a DQ, which I've never eaten at any of these places at all.
I happen to know what DQ means. This is quite funny. To the rest of the world, nobody knows what DQ means. But I do. Dairy Queen.
Unless if I was like 10 years old or something, I didn't realize it. So you got a DQ McDonald's. There's a regular restaurant. It looks actually pretty nice. Across the street from this Chick-fil-A. Now, I'm asking you a question. Which one do you think is packed? That's right, the Chick-fil-A. There's like 10 cars at McDonald's, maybe 5 in the DQ. But Chick-fil-A not only has one drive-through that's jam-packed with cars, it's got 2.
Yep.
Jam-packed with cars.
It's true.
There's a parking lot that holds about 50, maybe 60 cars. Every single spot's taken. What is up with this place, man? I get some stock in this place because you got a lot of train rats around here. Zombies, I like to refer to them.
Here's a funny story. So when I went to America, to California, to a certain place, a Chick-fil-A literally just opened. The place was jam-packed. They had to send people from the store down through the drive-through, and they were taking orders on their tablets. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars back, and they were taking their orders. Chick-fil-A, unfortunately, I never had one. Never had one. But apparently Chick-fil-A is, and fun fact, it's never open on a Sunday. Fun fact.
NPCs.
Oh, that's definitely on the card, and I've got it. Oh, shit, I haven't got it. Ah, dang it. Right, NPCs is definitely on the card. I am so getting a cold. Dairy Queen. Boom. He doesn't eat Chick-fil-A. He's a comic. That's a reach. That's a reach. Got one a mile away from me. It's also an acronym for disqualified at the horse track. Oh, didn't know that. Good to know. Good to know.
I don't know how anybody eats that shit. I mean, it's disgusting. I'm going to be doing some cooking.
Well, how can it be disgusting? Seriously, if you've just witnessed 2 lines of traffic, a car park full, I know for a fact I've physically seen a Chick-fil-A open with 2, and I do that because that's how it was. There was 2 drive-throughs and they were full. If it's that disgusting, then how are they that successful? Just asking for a friend. I don't know. I have Sonic, Chick-fil-A, Dairy Queen, McDonald's, and Whataburger 3 minutes away. Chick-fil-A is owned by a Christian funding family. Correct. That's why. Is it Christian or is it Mormon? I heard it was Mormon. I could be wrong. But the reason they're definitely not open on Sundays is because of that's what people do on Sundays. They don't work. Whataburger. Is that? Oh, it's Christian. Okay, thank you. I knew it was some religious organization, and hence why they don't open on Sundays. Seventh-day arrest. Well, trust me, after working at a Chick-fil-A for 6 days, fuck, you'd want to rest. That place was busier than a Who house after a Saturday afternoon game. Trust me. Whew. Evangelicals. Oh, okay. I knew there was some. It wasn't Christian. I knew it was a different branch. Mormons are Christian. Well, at the end of the day, isn't all religion sort of Christian? Well, not all religion, but isn't the majority of religion Christian? But again, whoa, hey, time out, people. Time out. We're talking about religion. We were talking about Chick-fil-A. But anyway, I digress. I have to confess. I have had an In-Out burger. It was pretty good. Actually, that was pretty good. Oh, back's going up. Right, we've got 8 minutes. How long is this video? In-Out burger is pretty good. Oh, nobody reminded me. Damuel nobody reminded me about. So, as we know, last week with my indiscretion on my chat, I played way too many videos. So from now on, any discussion, any sort of loose chat is going to be on the Late Late Chuck Show. And do that and that. Right. That is the link to the Late Late Chuck Show. Any open discussion, any open, and we can. Yes, there was a show in there was a TV show in England. I think it's still going actually, called Loose Women, and it was just a whole bunch of women, famous, not famous, whatever, TV celebrities, whatever, and it was just a bunch of women, and they named the show Loose Women, and they just talked about stuff. So if we want loose chat, we are going to go to the Late Late Chuck Show. I need all of you to take that link that I've just put in the chat, copy, subscribe, click the bell, because any loose chat goes in there. I am not doing stupid chat, playing videos on this channel because I can't afford another strike. So that's where we're going to have future conversations. I'm not going to do Discord. Don't like Discord. It just gets toxic. Sorry, can't do it. So from here on in, for a open forum chat, we are going to go to the Late Late Chuck Show. So please go there, subscribe, hit the bell, and that's where we will be after this video. Right. Now I'm one away. I am one away from winning this shit. Discord is toxic. It's coming back. It's coming.
That's right. All provided to you by me. We'll be doing some dishes from chicken to possibly some seafood. I might have some time on my hands in the upcoming days, so I can give you a little treat. All right. See, I don't really want to. No, I'm not going to get into it. So anyway, look for that, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I can't really talk much while I'm cooking because it's difficult, But
you can't talk much while you're cooking. I did a video 3 years ago about cooking a shepherd's pie, and I had to take the computer into the lounge with the camera and film what I was doing, and I talked all the way through it. It's not that difficult, Chris. It's not that difficult.
I might be able to get some flat earth in there and see what's up.
And just FYI, whilst I was doing the shepherd's pie, I didn't mention a word about flat earth.
Inquiry. Why is it that they've told us we've landed on the moon back in the 60s when we didn't have the technology to land anything anywhere, even if there was a moon?
Moon is fake. I'm pretty sure we've had that though. Oh, okay.
Okay. We don't have the technology now to do it, let alone back in the 60s. This is true. This is a true statement.
No, it's not.
And that's the sad thing about it.
It's not a true statement,
There are
Chris.
videos out there. There are things telling you, screaming to you, that we don't have the technology to do this. We're just putting this out because we have to. We've got to control you. And people buy it. And that's why they put it all out there, to show you. And all of it's aged very poorly. And what I mean by that is you can see right through it. You can see right through the bullshit, but that's done on purpose. Because there's still people out there right now, right this second, who believe that we are living on a spinning wet ball.
All right. So, sort of to quantify that statement, there's roughly about 8 billion people on this spinning wet ball. Stab in the dark, there is roughly 99.999999999999999% of people that believe that, which means there is 0.000000001% of people that don't believe that. The Earth is rotating, Chris. It rotates at 1,117 miles per hour. I think it's miles, kilometers, miles. Everybody knows this. It's a known fact. Oi, caramba.
And I'm not talking about the trolls. Those are bought, paid for.
Right. So, yes, I do troll. Well, I'm trolling Chris. But trust me, nobody is paying me for this. I do it just for fucking pure entertainment.
Okay. I'm talking about the people that are walking around here with not only face masks still, but just bumbling around looking at their phone. They're not even looking up anymore. What's up there? There's not, well, the firmament's up there, but you know, there's nothing to look up there at. You know, no reason to do any research.
There is no reason to do any research. Are you serious? Mind you, this comes from the mouth of a bloke that just does not do any research whatsoever.
Let's take a look at the evidence that we have. Okay. We've got astronauts that are bouncing around on this supposed fake moon that are...
Ooh, fake moon, no, we've got that one.
Being pulled by harnesses. That's a fact.
It's not a fact. It's not a fact. And if you think it's a fact, show some evidence. That's all I'm saying, Chris. Show me evidence of astronauts in space in harnesses. Show me.
We have astronauts that have conflicting stories. That's a fact.
They don't have conflicting stories. They have different stories of their different experiences whilst they were in space. Again, if you have evidence, Chris, show me that.
One says they can see stars when they're in space. The other one says we can't.
True. That's a true story. When you look out into the darkness of space, particularly through a camera, and the aperture of the camera takes away the light, that means you can't see stars. That's why when they took pictures from the moon back towards Earth, you couldn't see stars because the aperture And let's face it, it was 1969, 1970, 1971, 1972. The aperture of the camera absorbed and you could not see stars. But when you turn around with your eye and look out, you can see stars.
In fact, Tom Pettit, question for you, Tom Pettit. Did you see the planets? You can see the planets too on the moon, right? That's funny. Because some astronauts say that we can't see shit except the darkness. The infinite darkness. So which story is true?
Just explain it to you.
We made a phone call from the moon.
Incorrect. 100% incorrect. A phone call was not made from the moon.
To the White House. I believe it was to the Oval Office, to be exact.
Correct.
To President Nixon.
Correct.
Who was speaking to them live.
Correct.
From the moon.
Correct.
And what I mean by live, I'm talking real time.
Correct.
No 8-second delay.
Correct.
That's a fact.
It is a fact.
If there was a moon up there and you were talking to somebody down here, there would be a delay. There's an 8-second delay supposedly on the ISS, but they never use it. That's a fact.
Correct. There is also a 7-second delay. It's actually about a 6.5 second delay from me on StreamYards to YouTube. But I've got them both running at exactly the same time. What happened with the phone call was that the president, Houston Mission Control radioed, I think it was Buzz Aldrin. I said, I've got the president on the line. The president was on the phone. He made a phone call to Houston Control, who patched it through via radio frequency to the moon. He didn't phone him directly. He didn't pick up his mobile and go, oops. Must call moon. It was patched through. Telephone to radio to the moon. Doo. Oy, oy, oy. This is painful. All right, I'm sorry, I'm missing a bit of chat here. Bingo. Was a beagle in Staten Island owned by South Beach Sickie. So like Chuck, they don't believe birds can fly. Oh, that's another video. That's definitely another video. Yeah, they like to take out cut your floor joints challenge. Not sure they've shown that one. Egyptians do this 3,000 years ago. Like I troll you. Yes, you do. Where there are vids of Skylab crewmen wearing harnesses to use fiction treadmill, just absolutely. I got to watch this. I got to watch the space launch in the 60s. It was incredible. Second loudest thing man ever did. Didn't know that. It was a patch. That's what I just mentioned. I watched the Falcon launch a few weeks ago from my parking lot several years ago. There wasn't a mobile in 69. Oh, come on. Come on. Of course there was. It's a conspiracy. They had mobile technology 200 years ago. Come on. It's just a conspiracy. Those things is a nuclear bomb. Is that right? Brownsville is so damn so closer to Boccaccia than I am to Cake. All right, we've got a few minutes left on this video, and then we're going to call it, and then we're going to go to the Late Late Chuck Show. You've got the link.
While Chris
I am one away.
Haddonfield, is that his name? I think I might have gotten the wrong name, but who cares? You know who I'm talking about. The guy who likes to play the guitar. He likes to play with himself, obviously. Was playing...
Whoa, dude. How did you go from there to there in a split second? I like to play Candy Crush. Does that mean I like to play with myself? Whoa, I'm so confused right now.
Live with the kids supposedly down here on Earth. No delay. That's a fact.
It is a fact, Chris. Fucking Chris has got
so
a
many
fact.
Facts out there that are in front of your face that people cannot see.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You know, this whole... I mean, right there, the phone call should have been... Well, not only that, when they left the moon, supposedly, you had a camera that has a scale.
It does.
That can go up.
It does. It did. It did. And
with the moon. I mean, with the shuttle or whatever the fuck that thing is. That
it's
little
not a shuttle
that they supposedly went to the moon with, which is not real. That's fake. Okay, the Apollo 11 is fake. That's all it is. But the camera followed the Apollo 11 all the way up.
It did.
And it perfectly.
It did. And that has been explained and debunked many,
then.
many times.
Especially if it was remotely done.
It was remotely done.
One shot.
Yes.
One shot.
One shot.
It takes us numerous shots just to show you evidence. You know,
Okay. So the guy that was in charge of the camera has been interviewed many, many, many times. And he said, I knew there was a delay from when the LEM was going to go up. He thought about it. He thought about it. He thought about it. And he had control of that camera that they left. And he went, if I move it now, I'm going to move the camera before the LEM goes up. So he calculated, and he said, well, he did calculations, and he knew that I think it was a 6-second delay. So six or 8 seconds before the LEM took off, he adjusted the camera, and he did get the perfect shot. It was a freak of nature. It was only because that guy was so clever and knew that was going to happen. That's why we got that shot. If he'd have thought about it in real time, the LEM would have gone up, and then he would have adjusted the camera. So it's not that complicated to do some mathematics. We watched the Apollo landing at school. Unfortunately, Apollo landing I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye at that point. Sorry. Interstate direct dialing was the largest telephone. Gee whizzery. Intergalactic direct dialing. Ay, caramba. Right, we've got a few seconds left. Who's close to bingo? I am one away. But I don't think I'm going to get this on this video.
Remember when I was doing the frisbee, from the lake. That took several shots to do that, several times to do that. They did it on One shot. Perfectly, right in the middle, and off it goes.
One job,
Bullshit.
cheapie. One job.
Bullshit. I'm calling NASA's bullshit because they know it's all fake. It's all crap.
God, when you throw a frisbee, there are multiple effects on throwing a frisbee. The temperature, the pressure, the direction. They knew what they were doing when they took off from the moon. It was calculated. And CC, I could show you again an equation about this big, and you'd go, that's bullshit. Just because you don't understand it.
All of it. It's there to control you, and that's it. Bottom line. And if you can't see it, then you're fucking lost.
Oh, I've got that. Oh, dang it. You're lost.
Good luck. Have a nice day. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
Like I said, Chris, you are only part of my life so I can take the piss. Well, not take the piss as such, but I can correct you in your ways. Right, that is it. I think we're done. Oh, fucking hour 44 was only supposed to be an hour and a half. Right, we're done. Thank you very much. The link is somewhere. Let me just double check. There it is. The link is there for the Late Late Chuck Show. We shall go there momentarily. Give me about 10 minutes. I will set up a stream link. A stream link? What the fuck am I talking about? We'll set up a StreamYards, and anybody that wants to come is more than welcome. How did we go with the bingo? Did anybody get bingo? I was one away. Oh, I was just one away. How close was anybody else? No, I didn't actually win. I was one away. Come on. Come on. If I'm going to rig it, I'll rig it properly. I did rig. Oh, I did rig a game of poker once. Who was I playing with? Oh, it was just a friendly game. I was playing with a friend, and I rigged all the cards. So when you do the burn and turn, and all that malarkey, put the flop out, but I gave myself a royal flush. I programmed the cards, and it was so funny. And I also gave my opposition the second highest hand in poker. So I rigged it completely, and they were betting, and they're going, yeah, go on. I was going raise, check, raise, and they went all in, and I went all in, and the look on their face when I laid it down, and they went, you're fucking joking. I went, yeah, I rigged it. It was just a joke, but the look on the face and the way they played taught me a lot about the way they play poker. It's beautiful. Ain't no poker game that friendly. I love poker. We should do poker on this channel. I don't know how you do it. I might look into that. Anyway, right. We are all... No, I'm not going to say it. I do like to say it, but I'm not going to say it. Right. We're all done here. Thank you very much. how close was anybody? Not in Texas. Oh, fuck no. Not in Texas. Right. I will set up a StreamYard link for the Late Late Chuck Show. Anybody that's here, thank you very much for joining me. Let me just get back to me. There we go. Thank you very much for joining me and playing CC Bingo. It is always a pleasure. It's always sparks so much interest. And thank you. The only words I've got are thank you. I'm grateful to be back after my 7 days in jail. Fucking YouTube. I can sort of see their point, but I can't see their point. Anyway, give me about, was more an excuse to drink beer and smoke weed. Oh, God, you can't smoke weed while you're playing poker. I mean, beer adjusts your ability to think, but smoking weed? What the fuck? Anyway, hopefully I will see you in about, what time is it now? Right, it's now 4 o'clock, 15 minutes. Give me a chance to sort shit out, and then we can go to the Late Late Chuck Show and we can watch and do anything we want. Absolutely anything. Hopefully, see you there. Thank you very much. Now I've got to look at you while I'm clicking buttons over here, which I want to look at you, but I do need to click. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Love to you all. I will see you on the Late Late Chuck Show.